What's going on, everyone? Jay Nelson here. Got a quick review, first half review of the Clippers-Warriors preseason game, second preseason game for the Warriors, and the first preseason game for the Clippers. Now, I normally don't watch too much preseason, but this basketball season has me so amped. I'm so intrigued. I'm so ready for the season. Back in early July, I was ready for the season, man. I was ready. Right now, we got a 71-33 lead for the Warriors. Let's just talk about the Clippers for a second. Let's talk about the Clippers. Right now, they're at halftime. The Clippers, this is preseason, and I expect them to be the same team as last year. I totally jumped off the Clippers bandwagon 2 years ago. Now I'm a Sixers fan. Now, if you're new here, I'm a Sixers fan. But when I say bandwagon, I'm talking about the hype of the Clippers being something great. So I'm totally done with that. But I still believe and think that Chris Paul is overall, generally speaking, the best point guard in basketball. Generally speaking, overall best point guard in basketball. Now, last year, different thing. I think he was a third best behind Westbrook and Curry. But nonetheless, it's preseason, so it's not regular season. But as of right now, what I've seen in the first half, Chris Paul goes off the court, the team really can't score. It is shown by their what did they have? 33? Did I say 33? They're 33 points in the first half. A lot has to do with the stingy defense of the Warriors. They're playing great defense right now. Everyone's flying for these rebounds, but they just can't score. Like, no one can. When Crawford comes on the court, he's hit or miss. He's a streaky scorer coming off the bench. JJ Redick, he's not finding his own shot off the dribble. He's not. Austin Rivers, they got Felton. They did sign Felton. I believe he came over from Dallas. Blake Griffin, that's the time where you supposed to throw the ball down low to Blake and let him go to work, but he hasn't got any better just going down and just being able to get 2 points every time. And we have seen last week or a few days ago Kevin Garnett working out with Blake. So hopefully that works out for him. But 33 points, I think I said 33 or 31. I can't remember what I said. Even though that's like 2 minutes ago, I can't remember, man. But that's what so far for the Clippers, man. I'm not, expecting anything crazy. I expect them to be the same. I expect them to be behind the Spurs this year. I expect them to have tough battles. I think the Grizzlies are going to be something this year with the addition of Chandler Parsons. I think they're going to be something this year. I think Portland is going to be something this year. But I think it's the Warriors to lose. Now, with the intrigue that I have for the season, with me being a Sixers fan and with Simmons, but now Simmons is injured. I'll be talking about that, I think, this week on this upcoming Monday morning on my podcast. But the pieces, all the movements going on in the league, it has me really excited. This Kevin Durant thing, I didn't understand it to a point where you're a 73-win team. I was like, you were one win away from back-to-back championships. I just in doubt. I'm not thinking it would be bad. But I'm so on the fence about it because I'm not too sure the thought process behind it. But when I heard, I think it was, can't remember who it was that was speaking about teams that when you go back-to-back, they won in 15. They were 1 win away in 16. To go back in 17, you need a change. And they had a big change on the roster. Now, everyone thinks their roster with the addition of Kevin Durant, their bench has gotten worse. I don't really see that. I mean, from their bench, what are they really missing besides Barbosa? As in their roster in a whole, what are they missing? They're missing Andrew Bogut's passing, Andrew Bogut's blocking, and Leandro Barbosa. They still have Sean Livingston, 6'7" point guard. That's anything from 15 and under. It's money, right? Still have Virgil. I mean, JaVale McGee has to be an upgrade from Festus Ezeli. Now, I like Festus Ezeli, but as I always said, he seems like a guy that's only been playing basketball for 3 years. I think Festus is going to be – he's going to be a lot better. He's now in Portland. But JaVale McGee is – he's not worse than Festus Ezeli, right? He's not worse. And David West and Mo Spates, David West is a little better, right? If not the same. He brings toughness. Probably doesn't bring the 3-point shot like Spates, but that's not much of a difference. And you could both pick and pop with them. West had some assists tonight. Klay Thompson outscoring the Clippers, I believe, in the second quarter by himself, or the first quarter. It's one of the two of the first half. He outscored the Clippers by himself, 24 points tonight on 8 of 11 shooting. If these guys, this goes without saying, and this is me being Captain Obvious, right? If these guys, if they put their egos aside and they learn how to fit Kevin Durant in there, and Kevin Durant finds himself being in there. Now, he's 18 points tonight so far, 5 of 8, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. If, with those two things, this team is really you hate to say unstoppable, but because there's 4 to 5 guys. Steven Pachulia, he's not bad, but he's more durable than Bogut. He doesn't have the passing or the blocking that Bogut has. But every single one of them are effort guys. Klay Thompson, both ways, best shooting guard in the league. Draymond Green can do a little bit of everything. Little 3-point shot, can play make, ball handle, rebound, doesn't mind taking charges, emotional leader on the team. Kevin Durant, flat out scorer, can score any way possible. He wakes up out of the bed with 15 at least. He's long on the defense. I hate hearing them talk about Kevin Durant 7 foot. He's 6'9". He's 6'9". That's one of my pet peeves. Every time they say it, he's 7 foot. He's 6'9". He's a playmaker. Stephen Curry is not bad defensively. He's not. Doesn't need to take on the best perimeter defender, especially when you have Klay Thompson there and other bigger guys that can do so. But it's just the effort. The effort is the only thing. Now, you get a guy that can't, like, if you get someone that don't play defense, like, literally just don't play defense, that's one thing. But when you get a guy that tries and he is giving you his 110% effort and he's still getting beat, you can respect that. You know at some point he may get a loose ball. He may get a strip. He may do something defensively just off of effort. But when a guy doesn't play defense, that's a totally different thing. So I don't know how much of the starters is going to play in the second half, but so far in the first half, 18 minutes for Durant, 15 for Draymond, 10 for Pachulia, 16 for Klay, and Curry has what does Curry have? Curry has 17, 12 for Iggy. Spates came out lighting it up tonight. He had at one point 8 of the 15 points the Clippers had. Clippers just could not score. They can't score. As great as Warriors are offensively and unselfish, they're looking unselfish tonight. Now that got to expand over 82 games of a season. They're great defensively. They have been the last 3 years or so. So it looks like the second half is about to begin. I'm about to get to watching the second half. 71-33 at half. Yeah, man, I don't see how the Warriors bench got any worse. Am I missing something? JaVale McGee hasn't played. Virgil hasn't played. yeah, I only see Barbosa as the only guy that's missing. Who else is missing? Yeah, that's like the only guy that's missing from that team. They replaced Spates with West. JaVale McGee he's not worse than Festus Ezeli. Maybe on the offensive end, he's worse than Festus Ezeli. I don't know. Guys, get in the comment section if you're new here. Like, subscribe, check out the other content I have on movies, sports, podcasts, and movie news and all of those things. About to get back to the second half. Till the next video, guys, I am out.